At 83, Sir Paul McCartney can look back on his life with a rare mix of honesty and vulnerability. In the documentary Man on the Run, directed by Morgan Neville, he opens up about a surprising habit. Whenever he hears someone criticize Paul McCartney, part of him instinctively agrees. For years, he carried the weight of public opinion that blamed him for the 1970 collapse of the Beatles. As the story spread that he had pushed too hard, taken too much control, and driven the band apart, he slowly absorbed it. He began to wonder if the narrative was true. Maybe he was the difficult one. Maybe he had torn apart the group that had defined his entire existence. But the reality, he explains, was more complicated. One day, John Lennon walked in and announced he was leaving. He compared it to asking for a divorce, almost with a sense of excitement. For McCartney, the moment felt nothing like liberation. It felt like the ground disappearing beneath his feet. The Beatles had been his life from adolescence onward. School had blended into music, and music had become the Beatles. When that ended, he was left staring at an uncertain future, trying to untangle a life he had never imagined living any other way. The film also revisits Lennon's sharp attack in How Do You Sleep from the 1971 Imagine album. The song mocked McCartney's achievements, reducing them to yesterday. McCartney admits the words stung, even if he suspected outside influences were involved. In his mind, he ran through the songs he had written: Let It Be, The Long and Winding Road, Eleanor Rigby, Lady Madonna. He felt anger, hurt, and disbelief. Yet when he asks himself how he slept at night, he answers calmly, quite well. His affection for Lennon never truly faded. He had known him since they were teenagers. He remembers Lennon as unpredictable, brilliant, sometimes outrageous, but deeply lovable. That complicated mix is exactly what he cherished. After the split, McCartney avoided performing Beatles songs for years. During his solo tours and with Wings, the memories felt too raw. The music carried too much pain, too much unresolved emotion. Time, however, softened the edges. One of the greatest gifts of his life, he says, was reconciling with Lennon before his murder in 1980. Their bond, forged in youth and tested by fame, survived rivalry and resentment. The reconciliation remains both beautiful and heartbreaking in his memory.